to brawls.
Okay.
Mike, do we have a brawl queued up this week to bring us home?
Yes. So we are getting very close to the start of the NBA season, and
Yes,
what
we are.
better way to start off preparing for that by watching a classic Knicks brawl, where it's not so much a brawl between players. It is, but it isn't. It involves Marcus Camby, Jeff Van Gundy, and Danny Ferry from the San Antonio Spurs. Let's just get right into it, and you'll see what happens.
Let's rock.
Okay, so Camby is going up. Where you see, okay, so Kurt Thomas went up, and then Marcus Camby went to get the rebound. Danny Ferry hit him in the face, and he's pissed. Obviously, he got hit in the eye. You know, he thought it was a dirty play. And you see Latrell Sprewell, Chris Childs. This is when the Knicks, before they became horrible. And there's Danny Ferry.
Is a full 14 inches shorter than this guy.
Yeah, he's going to break up the fight, obviously.
Yeah, really.
Danny Ferry's like, I didn't do nothing. Danny Ferry's, Camby's like, what if I had contact?
That motherfucker needs road game.
He wails on him. He punches. He went to punch Danny Ferry, and he accidentally headbutted his own head coach, Jeff Van Gundy, who was on the ground in pain. Only Jeff Van Gundy this would happen to. So we have him getting trampled in the Alonzo Mourning fight. And now we have him getting struck in the head by his own player by mistake.
He needs disability from the Knicks for this.
Oh my! He just,
he got a cheap shot him, man. Man.
Yeah, that was pretty bad on Camby. The cheap shot him.
He tried to come at him from behind, and
nah,
he ducked,
not cool.
Boom.
Bad all around.
Knocked his coach down.
He knocked his coach out. That's why you don't go for cheap shots.
I mean,
he missed the cheap shot. He barely grazed him. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. And
that's on the coach for getting in the middle though too as well. Like I feel like it's like no, just let it happen. What are you doing?
So Kurt Thomas goes up. Yeah, this is so you see he swung back Ferry, so it was kind of dirty, and he hit. Look right here. You'll see Ferry. He'll box him out. He'll swing back. Cheap shot, whether
his name is Ferry. I wonder if opposing players who didn't like him called him Ferry to try to get him riled up.
That's kind of offensive, Phil. I don't know. Oh, and here's kind of let's go back to that. Let's look at the damage that was done. Since we don't own the right to this and it's gonna flag the video anyway. Let's take advantage of the graphics we're not allowed to use. Marcus Camby suspended 5 games. This is from MSG, so sue us.
Okay.
Marcus Camby suspended 5 games, $25,000. Danny Ferry only 1 game, $7,500. Danny Ferry. Danny Ferry. And that's
can you just picture somebody saying that though, like on the court when you're talking smack? I can. Like, Danny Ferry, more like Danny Ferry. Let's try to get in his head. Oh, Ferry boy, gonna steal the ball from me, Ferry boy. Oh, too slow, Ferry boy. Like, know that somebody did that to him on the court.
And he, like, our generation went through that. There were previous generations, so I'm sure there was a ton of that.
They probably used a different F word right after it too. Back in that era for sure. As far as a rating on this, it wasn't like a full-on brawl. It was kind of a cheap shot. I'll give it like a 5.5.
Yeah. Brawl wise wasn't great. Yeah, maybe a 6 only because of the funniness. Funny meter 8 or 9.
Yeah, the funny gets an extra 1.5 because it's like a 4 really.
Brawl was bad, but
the cheap shot and the fact that the coach was unintentionally involved gets the extra 1.5.
And it was Jeff Van Gundy, who's always kind of like goofy, or like he has that sense of humor where he comes off as goofy. Yeah,
it's kind of funny. Brian, what do you got?
I'm going to give it, because of what you said, I'm going to average it out to a 7.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, again, in terms of like a brawl, in terms of like an actual brawl, it's under a 5. He didn't connect any there was no punches connected. There was no. It was only Camby that was the one that threw the punch, and then it just kind of like fell apart after that.
Yeah.
So, but 8 or maybe a 9 in terms of funniness and watching.
Right. It's very funny.
Very funny.
just
what about?
Fun. So yeah, I'll average it out to a 7 because this is definitely the type of clip that I would watch over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's definitely loopable. Where do you put Jeff Van Gundy on the smash-o-meter?
Oh, not at all.
None at all? Okay. You brought it up, Phil. You said we're gonna have Who would Brian smash?
He's the coach. You got to talk about the players. You got to talk about.
I think we should. I want to know about the coaches too. Why not? What's wrong with all the men?
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do an athlete version, and then we're gonna do a Silver Fox version where Mike tries to guess which coaches are smashable. That's what we're gonna do.
Why not? Yeah, coaches and players.
No,
I'm just against ageism.
I'm against that's a small pool right there.
See, I think
small pool right there, my guy.
I think some coaches get better looking as they get older. Silver Fox, like you said.
You know how you always accuse me of being the secret gay? Well.
Tell me, look at Phil Jackson when he played it, and look at him when he had the suit on. And he was a coach.
Mike's story is like, I don't know, Doc Rivers, give him a chance, okay?
no, really. Well, now he's talking about like style. He's like, I didn't really like a man in a suit. Like that's what I heard just now.
I'm 8 years from turning 50, so I'm trying to get ready for the Silver Fox era. Okay, so I'm just hoping that when I get there, that I will be able to land more women.
So
that's
this is the episode where Mike comes out of the closet.
Phil's not wearing pants. Phil's not wearing pants.
I am not wearing pants for the record right now.
Phil's not wearing pants.
I want this fucking this channel to blow up so we can get paid. And I have to put pants on. Like that is the dream. You have to admit that is the dream. I think that is an unfortunate place to end for both me and Mike. There we go. This has been awesome this week, guys. All right.